Hello and welcome back to the Road to Good Cooking. Sit back and relax and enjoy the video and watch me work like you always do. Alright, I'll meet you in the kitchen. In there. Alright, this project I'm going to be starting off with two pork shoulders, and I'm going to be cutting that one up to make my pork marsala, and this one I'm going to grind up and make my breakfast sausage with. So let's get started. I'm also canning today. I'm canning some carrots for Sophie, and it looks like it's cooling. Let's see. Yeah, it's on the cooling process, so it should be done by the time I get done grinding up my sausage. Okay, I got everything cut up. This is my pork for the sausage. That's going to be going back in the freezer until I'll get everything set up. And then here is my... And here's my pork marsala that I have marinating. I'm going to let it marinate for about 30 minutes. And that'll give me plenty of time to get my sausage ground up. And then this will be ready to start working on. And this is the fat that I cut off of my pork shoulder. And I'm not going to use that. I'm going to discard that. So let me get my grinder set up, and I'll be back in a minute. And here's the meat for my sausage, and I cut it up, you know, relatively small so it'll fit in the little chute area there. And I had to work super fast because this meat was partially frozen and it was ice cold and my hands were freezing. So I will put a couple of links up in the top. For those of you that haven't seen me make sausage before, you can refer back to those videos and you'll see everything step by step. So sit back and relax and watch me work like you always do. Okay, and we're done. My timer is going to be going off in 1 minute and 19 seconds, so let me put this all together, and then this can go in the refrigerator and hang out in there until I get my marsala started. And before I go to the next step, after I get done with this, I'm going to take a minute and wash all of my equipment off first, sanitize my work area, then I'll be ready to get started with my next project. Okay, that looks pretty doggone good. And one thing about grinding up your own meat and making your own sausage, you know exactly what's in there. Meat and spices, nothing weird, nothing else. Ooh, this meat is ice cold. Okay, that'll be okay for now. And then I'm putting it back in the refrigerator. It's not going in the freezer because I'm done with it. Cover that up. Oh, timer just went off. Okay, this is going in the fridge. Okay, I got all my equipment washed off, and I'm going to leave it out overnight so it can air dry. And off camera, I weighed out 1 pound of my pork. Got it all wrapped up, so in the event that I kind of fade, which I feel like I'm doing now because my jaw is really hurting, actually I'm probably going to put it in the freezer and just keep out that one little piece right there and make me some sausage with it. So anyway, no big deal. And having a kitchen scale is a game changer, guys. So if you don't have one, I say get one. And you have noticed that my gloves here are orange. I only use these gloves when I'm processing sausage. And it's something to be said for having designated things for doing designated things. And I just, you know, my thought is, whatever makes my job easier, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have designated things for designated things. So, alright, carrots are done. Project number 1 is done. At this point in the video, my jaw was really aching, so I had stopped talking. So the next few steps are going to be pretty well self-explanatory, so just sit back and watch me work like you always do. I marinated my pork shoulder in the same marinade that I use for my chicken. I use that for everything. Chicken, beef, doesn't matter. I use the vinegar and baking soda in the water, and I let it marinate for about 30 minutes. And when I tell you this pork shoulder is fork tender, believe it. It is super, super, super tender. And you know, if you don't cook pork shoulder long enough, it has a tendency to get really tough and stringy, and I don't like my pork like that. So, you know, the next best thing is to marinate it. And I marinated it in that vinegar and baking soda and water solution, just like I do with my chicken, and it worked out just fine. I'm going to pour that accumulated juice in that bowl right back in that pan. Extra flavor. I'm going to let this just kind of simmer for a little bit. Got my water boiling here, and here's the pasta that I'm going to be using. And this is great pasta, by the way. I'm going to cook it according to the package instructions, which is about 11 minutes. And here I'm using a fork just to separate everything so it won't be all stuck together. I shot this video the day before I had my dental procedure done, and by the time I got to this part of the video, my jaw was really bothering me, and I thought, okay, you're almost done, Miss J, suck it up, keep going, you're almost done. And I cooked enough for me to have dinner today, because I figured the next couple of days after my procedure, I'm not going to feel like doing a whole bunch of cooking or do a whole bunch of eating. And I have some soup that I made a couple of days ago, just a vegetable soup. So I figure I'm not going to feel like chewing anything. So having my soup ready is going to be a good thing. My pork is nice and tender and flavorful. Oh my God, there's so many different flavors going on. It's just absolutely amazing. You have to give this recipe a try, and I tell you what, it will be your new favorite. I saw my neighbor cooking. He made chicken marsala last week, and I made chicken marsala last week, but I had to make me some pork marsala too. And here I'm ready to get all my my meal prep done. I have 6 dishes here. That's 12 different dinners for me. I'm going to pack each tray nice and full. So each tray will be 2 meals. So I have 1 meal for lunch and 1 meal for dinner. See, you got to plan ahead sometimes, and I'm always planning ahead. I've never learned how to just cook for myself. I'm used to cooking for a big family, so I just continue cooking like that. And it really helps me in the long run because I can do my meal prep and my batch cooking and have plenty of food for me to eat, and I won't have to worry about running out. I am still recuperating from my dental procedure, and as you can hear, I can talk a little bit better now because I'm not in constant pain. And I have a temporary crown on that tooth that was bothering me so badly, and he ended up taking the old filling out, which was probably about 10 years old, and put some brand new filling in, and then put a temporary crown on. I have to go back in 2 weeks to get my permanent crown, and then from there we'll start on the left side and get all that taken care of. So like I said in my earlier video, this is going to be the next couple of months are going to be very busy getting my dental work done, and it's just something that I've been putting off, but I need to get it done with all the changes that are going on with the insurance companies and Medicare and what have you. I want to make sure that I get everything done before they make any dramatic changes in the insurance, and it's better to be safe than sorry. This is something I've been putting out for a couple of years now, so I need to get it taken care of. All of my trays are filled, and I'm going to let them sit here for a minute to cool off, and then I'm going to cover them up with plastic wrap and then put them in vacuum seal bags, and they'll be ready for the freezer. So I have make-ahead meals ready whenever I am ready to eat them. And I suspect the next couple of days I won't be doing anything but soup, but that's okay because these will be ready for me when I'm able to eat them. And they are super delish. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by and spending a few minutes of your time with me. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. That way you'll let YouTube know that you enjoyed my content. Okay, and let's continue to pray for all those in California that lost their homes due to that terrible fire. And I hope you all are staying safe and well and nice and warm if you're in those places that are starting to get the snow. Oh my goodness, it's chilly here too. So you all take care of yourself, please, and be blessed and keep on cooking, and I'll see you soon.